We back with another edition of Trilogy Vision. Your Trilogy Vision. We back in it again for this thing. Like I said, um, you better get all your shit together. You better get your phone. You better rub your dog. You better do whatever you gotta do because guess what? We're going all the way in tonight. We're gonna be here for a while tonight. So I want y'all to grab everything you need to grab. Get your shit together. And let's go. Yo, what's up, y'all? We back at it. We back at it once again. I got some breaking news. Diddy's 2024 Grammy pass has been revoked. Do y'all believe this? He's been into this about 25, 26, 27 years at the Grammys doing his shit. And by the way, the Love album, I ain't gonna lie. That bitch got some great music on it. The beats on that bitch is phenomenal. And he is a dope producer. Like you can't take that from him. The guy's a dope producer, but he done got himself in some shit this time. Ain't no wiggling out. They say you killed Pac allegedly. They say you killed Biggie allegedly. They say you beat all your bitches allegedly. They say you raped a lot of. Well, I don't want to say that. Rewind. But anyway, they say you did all this shit. I mean, it's all over the internet. It ain't no secret. But to get to the situation at hand, Diddy's in a lot of hot water, and everything steamed from when he started losing these deals. But his Grammy, a nomination, is something he won't see again in life. His Grammy nomination is something he won't see again in life. It ain't funny, but it's business. Like they say, it's all about that money. It's all about that moolah. So we're gonna jump right into this here, and we're gonna check this here out together. We're gonna jump right into it, and we're gonna see what it is. With that to do, let's see what we got going on here. All right, so this is what's going on. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 second. Okay. Right here. Right here. So the thing is, just give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. One hot second. I'm a little busy tonight. I hope y'all having a great night, evening. Hope your day went pleasant. Hope y'all had all y'all business together, made y'all money, took care of y'all families for the day, or what have, or doing it right now. Whatever. I know a lot of people probably at work, probably listening, tuning in. That's a great thing. So the thing I want to get right off into is that, and we're going to get onto this together because I want y'all to have this. I want y'all to get this firsthand. All right, so this is where we standing. This is where we standing right now. So says, let me get this shit off the screen. 2024 Grammy. Diddy returns to R&B field for first time in 26 years. So in 26 years, he's back at it. And while while not expecting new to the R&B pool of nominations at the Grammys, Sean Diddy Combs has received the first nomination as the lead artist in one of two R&B categories, which is amazing. Amazing for a young black male, but he's tarnished the image of black men here on Earth. Period. He became a big disgrace, not only because he did the shit, mainly because he got caught. Because they do it all the time and get away with it and set an image. Because he's been doing it for years, allegedly, and look how his career blossomed, and look who he looked to be as to the African American community. You understand? So the Love album, Off the Grid, released independently on the Moguls Love Records, is up for the Best Progressive R&B Album nomination at the Grammys at the 66th Award Edition. The 66th Award Edition. Man, that is big within itself. Not only for hip hop, but for R&B, for music, period, overall. So he named it Off the Grid. I don't know what he mean by that. Off the grid, maybe because he's trying to pull a Russell Simmons and get off the grid. I don't know. But anyway, the nomination marks Diddy's first consideration for a Grammy in 8 years. So this guy ain't had a Grammy in 8 years. So he dropped this album and all the stuff is coming out. He's losing lots of deals. I heard he lost to like 20 different companies that just said, hey, look, Diddy, we ain't fucking with you. And we ain't fucking with your blood. You understand? Or cuz. Nah, he was cuz because he was fucking with the South Side. So he cuz. I guess they say, hey, look, Diddy, we ain't fucking with you, cuz. On hood. So I guess that's what happened. But anyway, with that being said, following his 2016 Nud for All Day, a Kanye West song that credits him as one of many producers. Diddy's first R&B nomination in 26 years. What? In 26? This is first nomination in 26 years. Comes after producing Mariah Carey Best R&B Song nomination, Honey, which topped the Billboard Hot 100 charts for 3 weeks in 1998. I remember that. That was the year him and Mace dropped the album. That was that Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. I remember that album. That was when him and Mace dropped that shit then. Remember like it was yesterday. But they had on the fly silk suits or jogger suits and shit. Sean John. I mean, I think that's what Steve Harvey kind of gets some of his swag from. Steve Harvey made them same type of suede baggy jogging suits. But anyway, moving on. The most considerable feature of Diddy's Love album, Off the Grid, is earning him his second R&B album nomination. He was last nominated for his significant contribution to Mary J's iconic 1994 album, My Life. My Life was the shit. Man, Mary, Mary, Mary. Mary, man. I actually remade a track from one of those. I had sampled it. I haven't never put it out or nothing because I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna clear it. But anyway, you never know it's the song if you don't know a song. Sound scan don't pick up the sounds out of it. You'll never know it. I mean, you have to be well. I mean, you have to really be into music, like me, to know the sounds. Like I can tell if a beat is made from an MPC, if it's live, or did you use the SP drum machine? I can pretty much tell what you use to make the beat. You use Fruity Loops. I know if you use that. I mean, it's just an ear that you after doing this shit so long, your ears trained for the sounds. You can tell how it sounds. But anyway, the fact that Diddy, the album was nominated for Best R&B Album in 1996. Remember that number, 1996. That's strange. It's the year Pop got pop. You smell me? Which was only the second year this award was given. That year, TLC won the award for their Diamond Certified Second album, Crazy Sexy Cool. TLC. I remember that. That was Creep. Crazy Sexy Cool, that was the Creep album. And look at this funny mother. Look at this fun bun. Look at this fun bun. That's what you call a fun bun. Look like he on his way have a freak off right now. Look at a baby all up and shit. God damn. God damn pity. He ain't call you Diddy, call you pity. Diddler. Call him Diddler. That's what old girl call it. Old girl call him Diddler. Guess because he like dildos. But anyway, the Love album off the Grid was released September the 15th on Love Records. It features appearance from The Weeknd, Mary J. Blige, Babyface, John Legend, Richard, and Kalina, Dirty Money, The Dream, Her, and Jasmine Sullivan, among many others. A top 5 debut on Billboard Top R&B chart, albums chart. The LP Yield to the top 10 hit Another One of Me, which features The Weeknd, 21 Savage, and French Montana. French Montana and him really partied. I mean, party. They party. They got video. They supposed to woke up and fighting over the Frosted Flakes because they at the table with their shirts and shit off, and guys, those guys are just comfortable like that. How the hell did he got going on? But he got it going on, no matter what. Okay, let's move along. It reached the number 4 on Rap Digital song sales and number 6 on R&B and hip hop digital sales. They're a good marketer. Okay. Another One of Me also debuted and peaked at number 87 on the Billboard's Hot 100, giving Diddy his 36th entry overall. 6 more tracks from Off the Grid entered the Hot R&B Song chart in the album's opening week. The highest debut was Stay Long featuring Summer Walker at number 13. After releasing the standard album digitally, Diddy added 3 extra tracks, including 2 of his previous release songs, Gotta Move On featuring Bryson Tiller and The Party Next Door, Assisted Sex in the Porsche. Oh, damn it. Don't this nigga to me the freak off. Oh, somebody else wrote that article. My bad. Because I know he's going to say freak off. Yeah. He's going to fucking say freak off, no matter what you say. Okay. The refresh set also contains his featured appearance on the Creepin' remix by Metro Boomin and 21 Savage and The Weeknd. Diddy alliance with Tiller earned him his first number 1 single on R&B radio and Billboard's adult R&B airplay charts in late 2022. It topped the last list for 2 weeks. Excuse me. Excuse me a second. Okay. Yeah. That being said, let's move right along. Okay. Diddy recently dropped the official visual 4018. I'm telling him, front it. Closer to God. Taylor also directed the video. Okay, like I said, I checked this out. This album, and it got some great fucking music on it. The beats are, phew, they're astounding. I mean, it's next level shit. Next level. So let's see about Diddy's. Um, let's see about his Grammy nomination. Let's see. Diddy. Diddy's Grammy. Revoked. This is what I heard. So let's see it. Let's see if any of this shit is true. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if any of this is true. Let's find out here. Let's find out what they got going on. Evaluating claims. Up the screen. Okay. Evaluating claims. Let's see. Let's see what they say. Black Enterprise. Diddy. Here we go. All right. So, Grammys evaluated Diddy's invitation at men sexual assault claims. Okay. Okay. So, Diddy. Look like. Let's check the article out. They have it. Okay. Sure. Screen. Okay. All right. Oh, we got. What's all this shit on the screen? All right. Cool. Let's go. All right. Diddy is nominated for Best Progressive R&B Album at the 2024 Grammys, but could. God damn it. All right. Blocking this shit. Okay. Whew. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. Let's get together. Let's get our head right. All right. You better? All right. Let's go. All right. Diddy is nominated for Best Progressive R&B Album at the 2024 awards, but could have his invitation rescinded due to his 4 sexual allegations. I thought it was 5, but they stand 4, so we'll go with that for now. Okay. What happened? Exactly. But no big deal. Okay. Hip Hop Award Mogul's 2023 The Love album Off the Grid earned him his first Grammy. Okay, we just read that. I just want to see about. Okay, we are taking this matter. This is from the Grammys. So okay, yeah, I did just read this, but I'm gonna read it again because it's worded a little different. It's on a different site, so we're gonna go through this together. Okay, let's go. The Hip Hop Mogul's 2023 The Love album Off the Grid earned him a Grammy nod and an invitation to the highly coveted award show. But with the awards coming in the wake of Diddy's 4 shocking sexual allegation lawsuits, the Recording Academy is now evaluating his invitation to the February 4th ceremony, Rolling Stone reports. Okay, so we know what that kind of means, but we don't know what it means. But we will see. We're taking this matter very serious as we are in the process of evaluating it with the time and care that it deserves, the organization said in a statement. So, yeah, this is what it looked like. It is likely that Diddy's nomination won't be revoked, considering comedian Louis C.K. and rock musician Marilyn Manson both kept their 2021 nomination despite facing sexual assault claims. CK even won Best Comedy Album that year, The Theater Note. So this is saying that even though that they're saying that he has these allegations, it doesn't mean that it will be revoked with indeed um Louis CK and rock musician Marilyn Manson, they both kept their nomination and were able to attend even though they was facing sexual assault claims. So I mean, did he have a clear shot of a discrimination lawsuit if they was to do that to him? Because if they let them keep theirs and show up for sexual assault claims, um, I don't know. But did he already settle the case? I mean, who the fuck don't want to look at this nigga? I mean, he's gonna be the talk of the fucking town. He probably wouldn't even show up. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to talk if I was caught up in some shit like that, you know. Especially if I did it. You understand? Like, you know, the nigga clearly act like he did it. I mean, he paid the money. First of all, you didn't fight the case. You didn't take it to trial. You got other cases coming up. You got pictures all over the internet. Shit, you got everybody speaking out on it, saying that it was done. It just ain't looking good. I mean, that ain't no love. That shit there is like a total fucking nightmare, I think. I don't know, but Diddy. Sir Diddy. Mr. Freak Off. Okay. Grammy CEO Harvey Moon Jr. addressed the controversy ahead of the 2021 award show, saying that the Academy won't restrict the people who can submit their material for consideration. He told the rap, "We won't look back at people's history. We won't look at their criminal record. We won't look at anything other than the the the, the legitimacy within our rules. Is the recording for this work eligible based on date and other criteria?" Cassie was the first to sue Sean Diddy Combs for sexual assault last month in a suit that accused him of physical and among other shocking allegations. The bad boy family quickly settled out of court with Cassie just 24 hours after she filed the suit. Gotta be quick on your feet. But in the weeks that followed, 3 more women came forward with the claims of the assaults and lawsuits, with the most recent being from one woman who claims she was trapped and gang by Diddy, former bad boy president Bobby Pierre, and another unnamed individual. She was a teenager. That is deep. Diddy released a statement last week denying the allegations, claiming enough is enough on him having to sit silent and watch people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and legacy. He wrote on X, formerly Twitter, and on Instagram. That's what he wrote. So here's a post with Diddy wrote. Diddy wrote, "Say, Playboy, enough is enough. For the last couple weeks, I've sat here silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sick of it. allegation has been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Take that, take that. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of those awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name and my family for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs. Playboy, take that, take that. Bad boy for life. That's what he wrote on Twitter. Okay. Diddy, 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 Diddy. Diddy, we on your ass. We on your ass, Diddy. We're on your ass, Mr. Take That, Take That. We're on your ass. So, let's see what we got all hip hop. All hip hop. All hip hop. What we got? Let's see. KRS-One. KRS-One calls out Grammy hip hop fit for exploiting the culture. Yeah. Ricky Ross. Ricky Ross, see what Ricky got to say here. Take it back. What did you read? All right, let's see what we got.
Boss Ricky Roseanne. But look, it's the biggest. Boss Ricky Roseanne. I got a business offer for the diabolical genius. I read yesterday that Young Buck's catalog is worth $725K for the entire catalog. Cool. I can only assume that Lloyd Banks is worth about the same. So I say, thank you. So I say, let's make it and keep it simple. Throw Tony Ayo in there. I give you 1.5. And let's say for the, I don't need the entire G on the catalog, but beg for mercy. Let's keep it simple. I'll give you another 500K for the masters of that. So that's $2 million. I'm making a business offer to the diabolical genius. It's $2 million. Boss.
Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So
what we're finna get here is Rick Ross is finna be super clowned, because I guarantee you 50 would never go for that. Not from you, bro. No. 50 ain't gonna do that. Not from you. That wouldn't. He's gonna say, man, that's nowhere near enough bread to be dealing with him. Yeah, you already know how 50 get down, man. 50 ain't gonna. 50 is not even finna attempt to even come anywhere near that what you talking. There's no way. Not 50. 50 not gonna do that. 50 is not gonna do it. You can scratch it. You can scratch it. You can scratch it. Hell up out of here with that. He's trying to take on. Yeah, he actually think Diddy would sell his catalog. 50 would sell his catalog to him. Out of all people, he'd give it away for free before he sell it to you. We do know that. So. Let's get back to Diddy and the Grammys. Okay, what we got here? Give me 1 second. Yeah, let's see what's remote. Nope, we don't want that. We don't want that. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. One hot second. We still on Diddy ass. We ain't getting off of him yet. On his ass. Let's go. Diddy. Let's see. Diddy. Everybody's on Diddy. Motherfucking love. Love my ass. Okay, let me go back to, let me see what I think. 1 second. Okay, let's go to what we got. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's take Diddy out here. Let's go to
property owed, say, $10,000 in back taxes on a $250,000 house, the auction bidding begins at $10,000, which is less than pennies in the dollar. At such a cheap price for an entire property, you can imagine just how excited the bidders get, and that causes feeding frenzies, and bids can get 10, 20, even 30 times.
Like, we got like big plans, you know what I'm saying? We looking like we're trying to get like record label and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We like 40 years old.
We trying to have our own label,
you know what I'm saying?
A real label, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta look for that.
Hey yo, Chris, what's
so
up?
Come on, they like before it even got there. Chris Crow. So, all right, let's go to Diddy again. Let's see what Diddy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I know who you are. Well, Diddy ass. Oh, Diddy ass. Mr. Fonz here.
This is for them underground that like it real dirty and like it hard. Pause.
Whoa.
This is for them underground that like it real dirty and like it hard. Pause. That was.
See? Hey.
The crazy one. What am I?
Hey, that ain't AI.
This is for them underground that like it real dirty and like it hard. Pause. That was a crazy one. What am I doing?
And you know, after that work.
Hey. Did y'all hear? Did y'all hear? The man said. Listen.
Underground that like it real dirty and like it hard. Pause. That was a crazy one. What am I doing?
And you know, after that working for him, you know, Puff, you think he the master everything.
Porn is not just sexual. That term actually relates to torture.
Since the ERA expose began, everyone has been curious about what happened to Diddy's assistant, Farnsworth Bentley. There have been recent stories that...
So, Mr. Farnsworth gonna come in, and he got some shit to say.
Farnsworth to flee from Diddy, much like Casey. Kanye West helped him leave. Farnsworth was really popular in the early 2000s as Diddy's personal assistant, but Jaguar Wright said that Farnsworth was more than an assistant. He was Diddy's concubine.
Hey, Farnsworth, shit on him. Farnsworth was always there. He was always had eyes on him, seen everything he did. He handled a lot of personal stuff with his guy as well. So if anybody will know, he'll know. And Gene Deal was involved in a lot of stuff too. So y'all watch him.
What do you think Diddy and Farnsworth Bentley's real relationship was?
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
Goodbye.
Kathy mentioned in her lawsuit that Diddy had an assistant who set up free sleeping spots with male workers. Now, many people think that assistant might have been Farnsworth. Also, some say Farnsworth was a victim because Diddy treated him badly, like a slave. So, what's the real story about Farnsworth Bentley?
Farnsworth was a fucking slave. What y'all mean?
Is Farnsworth going to be the next one to sue Diddy? Let's look more into this.
His name ain't Busta Rhymes.
Who gave you the nickname?
Tony De Niro. Actually, Puff's boy did.
Of everyone who worked with Diddy, Farnsworth Bentley could tell the why.
This mistake is costing Amazon Prime shoppers big. Are you still using Prime? At this point, it's the dinosaur of online shopping. What if I told you there's a new exciting alternative? I'm going to show you one simple trick.
Wildest stories. He was around Diddy for a long time, during the Kim Porter and KC times. Back then, people thought Diddy was just being unusual by having an assistant carry an umbrella for him. But Jaguar Wright thinks this was a way to embarrass Farnsworth, like he was in a master and concubine relationship with Diddy.
Everybody know. I think the thing that everybody is having a hard time grasping is how that whole thing could have probably went down. But the thing is it was how fast he disappeared.
To give you the background, Farnsworth joined Diddy's world at a time when Diddy was dealing with a big public relations problem in 2001. Back then, Diddy was known as Puff Daddy, and he had just been cleared of charges related to having a gun and bribing someone in a case that was all over the news, connected to a nightclub shooting in 1999. Diddy really wanted to change his image, so he decided to start calling himself P. Diddy. That same year, Diddy showed up in Central Park with a man who was dressed really well and holding an expensive white umbrella that cost about $700. This photo made a lot of people curious because no one knew who the man with the umbrella was or where he came from. While some people thought it was funny, others felt it was kind of wrong. They thought Diddy was making this man look silly in front of everyone. Eventually, Farnsworth went on his radio show and explained things. He said his real name was Derek Watkins and that he got the name Farnsworth from Diddy's friend Tony De Niro. Farnsworth met Diddy after moving from Atlanta to New York and trying to meet new people. He went up to Diddy in a club one time, and even though Diddy didn't pay much attention at first, they ended up swapping phone numbers, and Farnsworth kept texting Diddy, asking for a job.
Next thing you know, I just picked up the page. You remember the guy that traveled from Howard University to intern with Andre Harrell? I'm that guy in 2001. Please don't make me go back to work on Monday at the restaurant. He replied, come to 1396 3rd Avenue. I literally started that day training as his assistant. The rest is history.
After Diddy hired him, Farnsworth was on Diddy's MTV show, Making the Band. This is when people started feeling more uneasy.
Now y'all pay attention. This Making the Band shit was another humiliation ritual that he done to more kids. You know, y'all gotta take in mind consideration that Puffy done a lot of dirty shit to kids. You understand? To kids. I have no respect for that.
About their relationship. Nowadays, it's really hard to find full episode Making the Band, and for some reason, MTV doesn't show reruns. But you can still find some clips.
See what it is? See, he got a lot of people to scrub that shit away from the internet. So that's why if you didn't have a VCR or whatever back then and recorded that shit, you probably never see it again because it's been scrubbed from the internet and deleted. Because the internet wasn't so advanced back then as it is now. It was just really getting popping good, but really not good because we actually had a lot of dial-up services. Wasn't nobody like watching YouTube or that shit. You really had to catch the episode. You understand?
Clips of Farnsworth on the show, like this one time. Diddy once threatened him during a phone call.
Hello. Hey. What up? I went to sleep. When I woke up, the whole house was clean, just like I asked for it to be. But I got a note right here from Bad.
Look, nah. You can tell this dude was sweet as a motherfucker. I don't know if he was putting the dildo in Puffy ass or Puffy was putting his ass. They was 69. I don't know what the fuck they was doing. But he's sweet as a motherfucker.
She broke out and went to Brook. It's taking you entirely too long to tell the story. This is your problem, man. Good luck to you. When I get there, everything better be on point.
People who are old enough to remember the first time Making the Band was on TV have mentioned how Diddy wasn't very nice to Farnsworth when they were filming. There's also the time when Farnsworth told Angela Yee that Diddy wasn't really paying him much for his work.
I was making really good money in the restaurant business.
That
actually.
good though? That's a
like $100,000. Yeah, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that is pretty
For New
good.
York. Yeah.
And back then
It's
too.
98. Like that's a lot of money.
Wow, that is stayed.
Yeah, 90, 100. Like I was doing well. So and.
Wasn't paying that much.
Yeah, no way.
All.
Then Farnsworth quickly said that at the beginning, Diddy didn't pay him. But as his role got bigger, he began to make more money.
Not initially, but you get in, you get your hustle, and then you get it in. But anyways.
Yet, officially, Farnsworth's job title never changed. He was always just known as Diddy's assistant. This is why now some people think that Farnsworth began making money by helping Diddy set up meetings. In her lawsuit, Cassie claimed that Diddy had assistants who would arrange meetups with men.
Yeah. Now 85. Sometimes Mr. Combs will pay and fly male blank workers to this location, including to multiple cities in the United States as well as abroad. He required Ms. Ventura and his staff to help make these arrangements. So all of these people are involved, and when the charges hit, all of them people going down. Yeah, she gonna get on stand and tell it. That shit coming out. It's gonna have to, but they gotta take him down. Number 86. Mr. Combs' assistants will help to set up the freak-offs, including by setting up the hotel suites with baby oil and astroglide. The fuck? 87. Mr. Combs also supplied Ms. Ventura and the workers with copious amounts of blank before and during the FOs. Ms. Ventura was given like ecstasy, cocaine, and crack, and all kinds of shit. And you just make sure she was out of it. And alcohol in excessive amounts during the FOs, which allowed her to disassociate during this horrific encounter. It became commonplace to get IV fluids in. Oh god damn, they were getting it in. They were getting it in and out. This is Diddy. Man, Diddy a ruthless motherfucker, man.
Men for him. They would set up hotel rooms with things like baby oil and Astroglide. Recently, Diddy's former bodyguard said he thinks Cassie's lawsuit was changed to leave out parts about Diddy being involved in some wild parties. Also, an interview with Gene came up where he mentioned knowing a lot about Farnsworth.
See, I think Gene was fucking though, because he keep dancing around a lot of shit that he ain't saying. There's no way that you was around this man for this amount of time and with the shit that he's into, and you stayed around and you said you wasn't involved. That is bullshit. Remember I said this. I've been saying it. I'm calling it. It's gonna come out. And to me, it seems like Gene gonna be the first guy to come out about these allegations, because like I knew it was gonna be more women coming out the woodwork, but I said, watch when the guys start coming out. And I think Gene Deere is gonna be like one of the first guys to come out and go and admit to it, because he can only hold in so much. Trust me. Let's go.
It's private matters.
Farnsworth actually is down here in Atlanta. He's married with like 2 kids. He just lives a quiet life.
Yeah, he should. He ain't say nothing about me either. 'Cause he know I know his business.
You know his business.
I know his business.
Gene also shared something shocking recently. He claimed that Diddy once hurt his ex, Kim Porter, because she found him with another man.
The same yacht she got her nose broken on, that somebody was doing something to him when they walked in the room, and it caused a confrontation.
According to an article from August 2005, Kim got a broken nose after a fight with Diddy on his yacht in Central Pay. During this time in 2005, Farnsworth was still Diddy's assistant, and Diddy often took Farnsworth to Central Pay. So many people are now guessing that Kim might have discovered Diddy and Farnsworth.
Hi, I'm Nicole Hockley from Sandy Hook Promise.
Not too
I know this
far-fetched.
is hard to
It
hear,
sounds
but
like
it's important.
which we already know.
Farnsworth together. Around the same time, Farnsworth began to make his own way in the music world, and Kanye West offered him a big chance. Farnsworth first appeared in some Outkast music videos, and he was also in Kanye's video for the new workout plan. Then, in 2013, Kanye asked him to help with his album, Yeezus. Farnsworth got credit as a songwriter on some of the tracks. Farnsworth also worked on the song Ultralight Beam from Kanye's 2016 album, The Life of Pablo. But it's rumored that Diddy wasn't happy about Farnsworth becoming successful on his own. There are whispers that Diddy tried to ruin Farnsworth's career by banning him from the music industry. However, people say that Farnsworth is thankful to Kanye for helping him break free from Diddy's influence, even though Kanye might not have known the full story of what was happening. People close to the situation have said that Kanye always seemed uncomfortable with how Diddy was showing off Farnsworth in public. After getting away from Diddy and supposedly being shut out of the industry, Farnsworth went back to Atlanta, got married to a woman named Fawn Chambers, and they had 2 kids. Jaguar Wright, however, suggests there's a specific reason why Farnsworth decided to stay in Atlanta. Now he's in Atlanta, married, with 2 sons, and living his life. Jaguar comments on life in Atlanta, hinting that there's more to Farnsworth's choice of staying there, considering the city's known characteristics and community.
Now he lives in Atlanta, he's married, he has 2 sons, he's living his life. I mean, but how many? Listen, y'all, if you've ever lived in Atlanta, you know the majority of them are bisexual and gay men. They just give up their life to be married and gave their life to God, and then you'll pass it.
And down low culture is still very, very, very heavy in the Black community in Atlanta. It's funny because Atlanta's like a gay mecca. You would think that there would be no need for down low culture, but down low culture is thriving in Atlanta still.
Many fans are now saying that there was something really unsettling about the relationship between Diddy and Farnsworth. They are hoping that Farnsworth will speak up and share the full story of what he experienced with Diddy. One fan commented, "I always thought it was strange. A grown man following another grown man around with an umbrella and wiping his face." Another person noted, "Y'all remember when Farnsworth started hanging out with Kanye? That's when he began doing things on his own. And when someone asked Diddy about Farnsworth, he gave the same wish you well speech he did for Cassie. He never wanted even his own artists or employees to be successful." But what do you think about the whole situation with Farnsworth Bentley? Do you believe he will eventually talk about his past with Diddy? Share.
So that kind of gives you a head on what happened to Biggie. I mean, he never wanted nobody to be successful. Most definitely ahead of him. So, yeah, that gives you a lot right there. Let's see. God. Who's talking about that?
That I could be attracted to a man while I still am very attracted to a woman.
What the? Hey, look.
While
Hey, look. Stop. Hold up. Wait, this was Diddy's mentor now. This is the guy that groomed him. Don't y'all forget this now. This is the guy that groomed Diddy and taught him everything he know and brought him to fame. And Sway right there looking at like, what the fuck? Sway, tell that nigga to keep his hands on top of the table now. Let's go.
that I couldn't be attracted to a man, while I still am very attracted to a woman.
Yeah.
Sway in the morning, Shake 4-5, Mr. Clock.
Hey, music enthusiasts. Brace yourselves for the latest gossip in town. And this time, it involves the legendary Clive Davis. While Hollywood has its fair share of secrets, the music industry always manages to bring out the most shocking revelations. Now, all eyes are on Clive Davis and his rumored relationship with none other than Diddy. We're all aware of Diddy's heavyweight status in the music biz, founding the iconic Bad Boy Records and managing big names like the late Notorious B.I.G. and R&B sensation, Usher. The burning question is, how did Diddy build such an impressive empire? Well, the rumor mill has been buzzing for years about Clive Davis and Diddy being more than just industry colleagues. It looks like the truth is finally out. Sources spill the tea, claiming the two have been an item for a solid 5 years.
All right, y'all get the exclusive right here. Trilogy Vision.
And they weren't exactly discreet about it. From epic parties to hush-hush meetups, it seems these two have been living best lives. Now, the real head-scratcher is how this juicy revelation might affect their careers. Will fans keep the support coming, or will they be put off by the scandalous escapades? Let's dive in and discuss. All right, so what Diddy identifies as is totally his business, but when he starts mistreating folks, we gotta address it. So, Cassie's lawsuit spills the beans on some wild stuff. She's saying Diddy made her hire male escorts, and then he'd kick back and watch her do things with them. Yeah, seriously. Now, his bodyguard, Gene Deal, spilled the tea too, saying Diddy wasn't just a spectator but jumped into the action himself. Now, with the old and new allegations floating around about Diddy's not-so-great behavior, you can't help but wonder how he got away with it for so darn long. And it leaves you scratching your head thinking, how the heck did he even get mixed up in this kind of stuff in the first place? It's a real head-scratcher, no doubt. So, get this, Diddy saying he's been a victim too, apparently an intimate slave to Clive Davis, if you catch my drift. Now, if you really think about it, it's kinda weird. Diddy was just an intern at Uptown Records in 1990, got the boot in 1993, and suddenly he's starting Bad Boy Records in cahoots with Arista Records, owned by none other than Clive Davis, the big shot behind TLC, Whitney Houston, and Brandy. Now, Bad Boy Records became a massive hit, but back in the day, Diddy was pretty much a rookie in the game. So, here's the mystery. How did he convince Clive to bankroll his record label? It's not like Clive was super confident about Bad Boy Records making it big. He admitted it himself. In an interview, he spilled the beans, saying Diddy basically pressured him, claiming that hip-hop was going to take over the top 40. Sounds unlikely, right? But Diddy played him some Craig Mack and Notorious B.I.G. tracks when they were still under the radar, and Clive saw the music landscape shifting. He said, "Sean Combs convinced me that top 40 was going to embrace hip-hop. It seemed so unlikely then, but when he played me Craig Mack's Flava in Your Ear and Notorious B.I.G. material when he was totally unknown, this..."
See? Here? When you heard that, put that flavor in your ear, and then B.I.G., that big, y'all get it.
When he was totally unknown, this 21, 22-year-old guy was seeing how music was changing.
Okay, tell us why. Tell us why.
Because he's a and he's using music and entertainment who loves power. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most likely because he was victimized by his mentor,
So Bad Boy Records was Diddy's dream, not exactly Clive's cup of tea. But guess what? Clive still threw in the cash. Now, with all the new info spilling out, it seems we're finally getting some answers. Jaguar Wright, who's been keeping an eye on Diddy for a bit, dropped a bombshell. She's claiming that Diddy allegedly was R-worded and S-A'd by his mentor, Andre Harrell, the Uptown Records starter. And hold on.
Go back.
Himself was allegedly S.A.'d by Clive Davis. She said, "My focus right now is Sean Combs. He is a SXTK dream, not a Clive's cup of tea." But guess what? She's saying Andre himself was allegedly S.A.'d by Clive. With all the new info spilling out, it seems we're finally getting some answers. Jaguar Wright, who's been keeping an eye on Diddy for a bit, dropped a bombshell. She's claiming that Diddy allegedly was R-worded and S.A.'d by his mentor, Andre Harrell.
Now look at that nigga. That nigga look like he funny than a motherfucker. Look at this. This is horrible, man. Again, I bet he's smiling at Diddy. Guaranteed.
The Uptown Records starter. And hold on to your hat for this one. She's saying Andre himself was allegedly S.A.'d by Clive Davis. She said, "My focus right now is Sean Combs. He is a SXTK, and he is using music and entertainment to SXTK." She continued, saying, "From what I've heard and from sources I would consider reliable, it really doesn't matter if it's boys or girls. I don't think SEX has anything to do with gender at this point, for Sean. I honestly think that he's just an extreme narcissist who loves power. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most probably because he was victimized by his mentor, who loved to control people, and his mentor was Andre Harrell, who was mentored by Clive Davis." So, here's a wild tidbit from Jaguar. She spilled, "I'm telling you, I don't know what happened between Andre and Clive. What I do know is that Andre got passed over. Like, how do you go from being the president of Uptown and losing your entire company to your intern, like Puff started out as an intern? Now, the plot thickens, because the numbers just ain't adding up. Diddy's always been giving props to Clive, even in 2019 after snagging the Grammy Icon Award. He was like, "Clive Davis and Arista Records gave me a chance when I was starting Bad Boy Records. He was one of the first industry executive to really believe in me. I'm forever grateful for him." But here
to really believe in you. Believe in you. Yeah, we know. Or did you believe in him?
here's the kicker. If the latest buzz is on point, Clive didn't fund Bad Boy and sideline Andre just because he believed in Diddy's talent. Nope, it might have been because there was some secret business happening between Clive and Diddy. Crazy, right?
You know, going on. It was just something that whether you could be attracted to the person regardless of gender.
Now here's a curveball. Clive Davis, the big shot in the music scene, has had some SA allegations tossed his way. And get this, he's come out as bi too. After a couple of marriages and divorces, Clive went on a journey of self-discovery, digging into his attraction to men. In a pretty brave move, he spilled the beans about not being strictly hetero, even though he thought he was for the first 50 years of his life. After this revelation, Clive decided to dive into a relationship with a guy, figuring it was the next chapter in his book at the time. Fast forward to 1990, he got into a monogamous thing with a mystery male doctor.
1990. So, you know what they was doing, yeah, let's finish this up.
And that ride ended in 2004. Clive's been pretty upfront about it, saying, "I never felt shame. No, I felt puzzled. The subject of BSEX really needs much more discussion. It's a status that does exist. Legend has it that Clive Clive's now in a solid relationship with another dude, going to events and jet setting together, but the name is on the down low. Nevertheless, Diddy seems to be the go-to guy for Clive at events, and it's not just a casual run-in. Now, hanging out at the same parties might not be concrete proof, but when you factor in that both Clive and Diddy are openly gay and constantly spotted together, it's kind of screaming connection, right? Their tight bond has been a thing for a while, and during this time, Clive's been in a committed relationship with a guy, while Diddy's faced some whispers about being in the closet. Considering all this, the idea that there might be a romantic spark between these two isn't far-fetched. Clive's been pretty open about his sex and relationships, but he's not shutting down these rumors, adding some weight to them. And Diddy's keeping mum too, but his actions have raised a few eyebrows, you know?
Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying?
Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the...
Okay, check this out. Kiefer D, a gangster who's no stranger to the celebrity scene, once caught Diddy doing some Sue stuff with another dude at a party. And guess what? Diddy's ex-bodyguard, General Deal, spills the beans on multiple occasions, hinting at Diddy's preferences. One time, Gene walks in on Diddy and some rapper strolling out of a room, rocking nothing but towels. Clearly, Diddy wasn't too concerned about Gene catching on.
He told me to take me. I looked at him like, what'd you say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Even after his ex-wife Kim Porter passed away, the former bodyguard spilled that when they were hitched, Diddy was playing the field with both guys and gals. Diddy's also been eyeing some male artists. Rumor has it he made a move on 50 Cent, who shut it down real quick. There's this story about Diddy inviting 50 Cent for a shopping spree, but some folks think there might have been more on the agenda than just retail therapy.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Usher's got some tales too from his time at Diddy's crib. According to Usher, he got an eye full of substances, and some other sketchy stuff when he was just 13. In fact, there's this slip-up where Diddy accidentally spilled the beans about waking up to Usher in a video. Things are getting real interesting, huh? The buzz among fans is some think Diddy got roped into this whole Clive relationship thing because of his career. On the flip side, others are saying the fact that Diddy's been hush-hush about these gay rumors for ages kinda speaks volumes. Seems like Diddy might have picked up some shady moves from Clive Davis. The word is that Clive took advantage of Diddy, much like how Diddy does with artists today. Take Cassie's recent accusations, for example. She sued Diddy for who knows how much, citing over a decade of trauma in their relationship. Until now, suspicions about Diddy being a bit sketchy were floating around, but Cassie's accusations brought it all to light. Cassie spilled that Diddy didn't just cross some lines with her, but turned her into his personal love slave. She claimed he had her in what he called freak-offs, or FOs, where she'd hook up with hired guys while Diddy watched. Cassie even said Diddy kept her on heavy substances for these escapades. Shocking, right? And just when the world thought Diddy would face the music, within 24 hours of the media buzzing about Cassie's lawsuit, he reached out to settle out of court for who knows how much. Rumors say it could be a whopping $30 million. It's pretty unheard of for lawsuits to wrap up this quickly, especially given the serious accusations Cassie threw at Diddy. Even though Diddy denied everything, he still decided to throw money at Diddy to make the whole thing go away. Now that move had a lot of folks raising eyebrows. I mean, why pay up if you're innocent, right? It just screams guilt. This settlement also hints that what Cassie spilled might just be the tip of the iceberg. I mean, she spent over 11 years with Diddy, witnessing all the messed up stuff he's into. You can only imagine the dirt she's got on him. But knowing Diddy, he's got a knack for slipping out of tight spots. And next month, this whole story might be old news. It's crazy when you realize just how powerful Diddy is. Dude knows how to work his way out of a scandal. So, when Cassie's lawsuit blew up, TMZ dropped a bomb, saying an NYPD source spilled the beans about case files on Diddy, hinting at a SA investigation connected to Cassie's mess. But hold up, quick as lightning, TMZ backtracked, saying the NYPD shut down any talk of investigating Diddy. It's almost like the NYPD's got a bit of stage fright when it comes to Diddy. Just goes to show the crazy level of power this guy's got, making criminal investigations vanish like some kind of magician. Now, here's a wild theory floating around. Some folks think Diddy learned how to deal with problematic artists from Clive Davis. There's this talk that Clive might have taken out some artists causing him headaches, like Whitney Houston. We all know Whitney passed away due to substances, but some online theorists beg to differ. They believe Clive orchestrated Whitney's exit because she was getting older and being swapped out for a younger artist like Brandy. And what's the twist? Some people think Clive had someone go to Whitney's hotel room and take her out, making it look like a substance-related incident. This theory got a bit of backup from an investigator who claimed Whitney was taken out by high-end dealers she owed big bucks to. According to him, there were defensive wounds on Whitney, making it unlikely she took herself out. Here's the weird part. When the news broke about Whitney's passing, they told Clive Davis, who was hosting a pre-Grammy party at the same hotel. Clive got the alert before the party, and instead of canceling, he went ahead and threw a massive bash. Some folks say it looked like he was almost celebrating Whitney being taken out. Now, here's where things get even weirder. Just 2 days before Whitney's passing, she crashes an interview with Brandy and Clive Davis. She hands Brandy a secret note, and nobody knows what was written on it. Rumor has it, it was a warning to Brandy about Clive, but the contents remain a mystery. And Whitney isn't the only artist linked to Clive Davis who passed under mysterious circumstances. Lisa Lopes, too, left us in a puzzling way while under Clive's label. Some folks are convinced that whatever happened to Lisa is tied back to Clive. Now shift the spotlight to Diddy, and it's like deja vu. Artists and people around him tend to pass away mysteriously, just like we saw with Biggie, Kim Porter, and the whole alleged Tupac situation. It's like a strange pattern or something, don't you think?
It's been over 25 years. Fucking Puffy has been making money on that boy's name longer than he can live.
Let's check out some examples. Jaguar Wright dropped some bombshell thoughts about Biggie's death, hinting it might not have been a random tragedy, but a strategic move by Diddy and Bad Boy Records. According to her, Puffy's been cashing in on Biggie's name longer than the dude was even alive. Imagine that. Biggie hadn't even hit 25, and it's been over 25 years since he passed, with Puffy still raking it in. She says Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting. He hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died. It's been over 25 years. Effing Puffy has been making money on that boy's name longer than he lived. It supported all of Bad Boy. His catalog, clearly, a Biggie's small verse is very valuable. Wright's got questions about The Commission, an album Biggie was working on before he passed. She vents, The Commission, what happened to that album? It was recorded. It was being mixed and mastered upon Biggie's death. It was supposed to had come out that summer after Biggie's album called Biggie's Album was slated. He died a week and a half before his album came out. Then The Commission was supposed to come out, and that was supposed to be his exit from Bad Boy, and then starting his own company. So tell me something. I think everybody that knows Sean Carter knows that he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1.
Bell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
Now, here's where it gets kinda creepy. Wright throws in an eerie twist by mentioning the spooky number of deaths tied to Diddy, especially back in the Uptown Records days. She said, I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, Al B. Sure, Heavy D, Puffy, and Kim was the longest employee. She was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Ain't that interesting? She continued, saying, You want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book just before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B was working on a documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. She wonders, saying, Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest mother F, because it seems that everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the beginning are gone, just him remaining.
Get Out, Puff pull out first? We pull up behind him. He blow past the light. We stopped that.
But she isn't the only one calling out Diddy's shady moves. Lil Cease, Biggie's right-hand dude, just spilled some crazy details about the legend's death, and it's legit giving us the heebie-jeebies. So, here's the deal. In a crucial moment, Diddy supposedly decides to blow through a red light. Sounds like no big deal, right? But hold up, this seemingly innocent move is raising some serious eyebrows, casting doubt on what really happened that night. Lil Cease's bombshell has us questioning Diddy's motives and adds a spooky layer to the whole mystery surrounding Biggie's tragic exit. Now, let's peel back more layers. There were whispers that Biggie was thinking of ditching Bad Boy Records. Throw that into the mix, and suddenly the whole story gets spicier. So, here's the burning question. Did Biggie wanting to peace out stir something up in Diddy's head, maybe leading him to consider the unthinkable?
He had no business in LA at that time. We all knew that. Why would Puff rent studio time? Those cars was rented. So to put those stickers on there, you defacing the property.
Things are getting even crazier in this wild story. Gene Deal spilled some serious tea, making the whole Biggie saga even more twisted. So, in this interview, Deal starts questioning why the heck Diddy called Biggie to LA. According to him, there's zero legit reason for that call, making us wonder if it was all part of some shady plan. The idea that Diddy had Biggie rolling into sketchy territory without a clear purpose adds a seriously creepy vibe to the already mysterious story. But hold up, it gets weirder. Gene Deal noticed something fishy about the cars in the mix. He says they were covered in eye-catching stickers, and get this, only the street team hired by Bad Boy Records could mess with those rides. Deal claims that this street team was in the perfect spot to slap on those suspicious stickers. And what about Puff Daddy's car? Totally sticker-free. Adding more fuel to the fire, Deal spilled that he suggested beefing up security to prevent potential threats, but his advice apparently got brushed off. This just makes the whole mystery around Biggie's death even murkier. And check this out. Deal straight up debunked the idea that Biggie got hit in a drive-by shooting. Nope, he's saying the car was already posted up there, challenging what we thought went down on that tragic night. In this interview, the bodyguard's not holding back, expressing his frustration with what he calls the lies being spread in documentaries and interviews. Hold up, there's more to this craziness.
A few times I thought I was gonna pass out because it was hot on that staircase. You know what I'm saying? And when they closed the doors, I knew something was going down.
Let's rewind to 1991 in a Harlem basement gym, where a serious tragedy went down. Diddy, still a small-time promoter, organized a basketball charity event that turned into a nightmare. Picture this, an insane stampede broke out because a massive crowd wanted to catch a glimpse of celebs like Boyz II Men and Heavy D playing in the game. By the end of the day, on December 28, 1991, 9 people were dead, and at least 29 others were injured. The gym was packed with over 3,000 people, way more than it could handle. Rumors even started swirling that Diddy might have sacrificed them for wealth and fame. Crazy, right?
If they don't do a boxing one outside and get these kids off the door, somebody gonna die tonight. He said, Gene, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Now here's the scoop. Gene Deal, who used to work security for Diddy, warned him about the chaos. People needed to clear the entrance, but Diddy just didn't care. There were 2 lines, one for those with advance tickets and another for those buying at the door. The slow process got on everyone's nerves, fights broke out, and when the doors finally closed, all hell broke loose. The crowd outside rushed in, causing chaos. People shoved, windows broke, and it turned into a disaster. It's like a crazy scene from a movie, but sadly, it was real life. So, a survivor named Jonas described her trauma, talking about how she got shoved through a glass window with people piling on her. It was crazy. She couldn't even catch a breath. How we survived is, myself and my 2 friends, we got into a bathroom stall, Jones explains. There were literally people that were laying on the ground, and the 3 of us got into a bathroom stall, and we hid in the bathroom until everything died down. Before leaving for the event, Jones says she'd stuck a tangerine in the pocket of her leather jacket, meaning to eat it beforehand, but never got the chance. When we finally got out of there, I reached into my pocket, and there was nothing left but the skin of the tangerine, she recalls. It stained my lovely jacket, and I kept that jacket for years as a reminder. Meanwhile, down at the bottom of the stairs, the person checking tickets saw things getting wild as folks tried to push inside. Instead of helping out, they got up, went inside, and shut the door, which only opened outward. Now, imagine the scene at the bottom. The crowd had nowhere to go, getting slammed against the doors by clueless people at the top still trying to squeeze in. It turned into a mess with injured folks strewn about, getting trampled, fainting, you name it. It took a painful 15 minutes before anyone figured out what was happening. And get this, the basketball game was still going on. When they finally opened the gym doors, the folks inside said it felt like being packed against the walls, packed in like sardines. Now, switching gears to Diddy's wild journey and the deaths tied to it. The big question that hits you is Diddy some accidental bad luck charm? Or are these just crazy coincidences in the chaotic music world? The whole eerie vibe of death hanging around Diddy makes you wonder how these events might be connected. It's obvious that he learned them from someone, and it's not a good story. The word is, Diddy sold his soul back in the day to Clive Davis, right there in the office on his knees. Clive supposedly turned him into this monster and taught him all the evil stuff he's pulling now. That's the kind of darkness Cassie and others have had to deal with. But hold up, it's not just Cassie scenes. Another secret girlfriend, Gina Huyn, dropped some bombshells too. She claimed to have a hush-hush thing with Diddy while he was still with Cassie. Gina spilled that Diddy did the same messed up things to her, like putting hands on her and way more. She even said he tried to force her into an abortion and offered cash to make it happen. Gina came out with all this before Cassie did, but it got hushed up because of Diddy's crazy power plays. The guy's got serious influence, and we've been seeing him flex it big time. It's actually kind of surprising nothing's gone down with Cassie. After she and Diddy split, she went and slapped a restraining order on him, which might be what's keeping her safe. Not that Diddy cares about some piece of paper, he's like a big bad wolf. But he knows if anything happened to Cassie, he'd be the prime suspect, thanks to that restraining order. So, if Diddy's scheming to get Cassie out of the picture, he's probably gonna play it sly, just like what happened to Kim Porter. Dude's gonna wait a few years, catch everyone off guard, and then make his move. And you know he's gonna blame it on something, like substances or pneumonia, since that trick worked last time. This whole story's insane, right? Hollywood's got some crazy stuff going on behind the scenes. It's wild to think about the never-ending cycle, but I'm curious. What do you guys make of this bombshell? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's catch up next time.
All right, there you have it. That is one hell of a incredible thing that went on tonight. And we've been here for about over an hour. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep the numbers going up. Hit the cash out. You know, if you can. It's no big thing. It's just there to support, because I also do donations and stuff. I give to certain causes and stuff like that. So if y'all feel free to hit that like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, so every time I drop, you can get the drop. You'll know what's happening, you'll know what it is, and we can get this business together. Diddy tonight was incredibly just, man, he lost this Grammy pass, and man, it's just crazy all over. It's just a crazy thing. But like I say, like, share, and subscribe. Tune in until next time. Until we see you again. Peace, love, and prosperity. May all the love and all the power and everything that you manifest and believe within your mind be with you. You did. We out. Peace.